Hey guys, how are you? It's Valentine's Day in Japan right now because it's the 14th, and well, I really wanted to I just wanted to hang out, and then I realized because it's Valentine's Day, I thought I should, well, I didn't want to ignore it because I personally don't have strong feelings towards it. If anything, I kind of see it as a form of propaganda. Is that the word for it? It's like people use it as a way to sell stuff and get people to buy stuff, which I don't blame anyone for it because might as well. But yeah, it's just a point of view that I have. But but what's better than a day to celebrate love? Even though I think every day should be that day, but then it probably makes it less special, and then people can't use it to their advantage. Oh gosh, maybe I'm being controversial, and everybody is welcome to their opinion if they think something different. And if you think I'm wrong, or if you think that we should use it as a form is a day to celebrate, but not everybody is up for it. That's just my opinion. I guess I'm quite opinionated, but I'm always happy to hear other people's point of view. And yeah, how's everybody's weekend? I'm guessing it's Monday for most of you guys if you're watching this live, but I'm happy to do readings as usual. Maybe we should do like a Valentine's Day reading, or if you're watching this on the replay, you're welcome to take the information for the time, it's going to be relevant to you for whenever you watch this. Let's do like a reading for how can we best bring love into our lives, because regardless of if it's Valentine's Day or not, we could always use some love in our life. That's the point that I'm trying to make anyway. It's like, why does it have to be on Valentine's Day that we're allowed to we're supposed to express love? That makes it less authentic, or in my opinion, maybe not for everybody. Maybe it's a special day, and it's a day to celebrate, and we should embrace it or something like that. And I'm open to everybody's opinions, because I don't want to be judged for my perspectives, just not just regarding this topic, but in anything. I wouldn't want to be judged for my opinions, so I'm trying to be open-minded to everybody's. So how can we bring more love into our lives? Let's pick 1, 2, and 3. Okay. My God, I feel like I'm being called for 3. How can we invite more love into our lives, regardless of nothing? It's nothing to do with It doesn't necessarily have to be with about romantic love, but just in general. How can we bring more love into our own lives? 1, 2, and 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got it. I'm gonna pick 3. Let's see. If you picked 1, this is your card. Okay. If you picked 1, it's kind of like, just go for it. You're not you are the one, kind of, you're the type of person, I'm guessing, that kind of waits for love and waits for okay, they're saying not necessarily romantic love, but even platonically, platonic love. You're kind of the type to wait for love to come to you, Whereas what the guides are saying is that you should go after it yourself. The King of Wands is somebody who goes after what he wants, and this is not gender specific. It's for anybody, regardless of your gender or sexuality. They're just saying like you're waiting for it isn't helping you to get what you want. We always need that balance of the kind of the yin energy and the yang energy, and you're just waiting for it too much. You need to take the action in order to get the thing that you want. So in regards to this reading, which is to do with love, platonic and friendship and romantic, it doesn't matter. It's just saying like you have to go after it. You have to make the move, the initial step, so that people are aware that you're open to it. Okay, so that was number 1. Number 2, how to bring more love into your life. Ta-da! Okay, 7 of Swords. Okay, 7 of Swords is okay, so they're saying, okay, this is really interesting to me because I would have never given this sort of advice, but my guides are saying kind of like um whereas with number 1 they were talking about, take the initial action. Number 2 is kind of it's a sneaky card. 7 of Swords is somebody who isn't too direct. That they are kind of somebody who waits for the opportunity, kind of like, okay, so they're kind of giving me the sense of like a fox, where they're very very smart, very calculated, and sometimes there is that kind of excitement in that adventure of trying to pursue that kind of relationship with somebody. You don't have to, you don't want to be too direct to the point where you're coming across very desperate in a way, but at the same time you don't want to be like sitting there doing nothing, because that doesn't bring anything to you. It's kind of like, okay, so they're saying like go with the flow, like go with like your instinct. Okay, so they're talking about fox again, they're talking about the fox. Go with your instinct. Don't make big moves, but at the same time don't be like still about it. Don't be like waiting for it. There's okay, so they're saying about yeah, they're just talking about the excitement of creating a new relationship or starting a new relationship. If you're looking for yeah, so they're saying specifically if you're talking about romantic love, and you pick number 2, they're saying like see it as a game, like see it as something fun. It's not, it doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be yeah, they just like see it as a game. Yeah, because they're really talking about like somebody who's, because the swords is about the mind, right? And seven of swords is about I'm gonna ask my guides, deception, and it's like deception of the mind. So kind of like see it as something fun. Okay, so number 3, and I picked this card, so I'm very nervous about this. How to bring more love into our lives. Okay, so this is really this is a very strong, very heavy energy. One is, the biggest thing is to get out of your like traumatic past about your love life. So most likely if you pick number 3, you're somebody who has been through heartbreak, who has been through like sad times in your love life, or or in terms of even friendship, you might have had a very sad ending or very difficult ending to a certain relationship, and until you can heal that, it's going to be difficult for you to open up to any kind of platonic or romantic relationship. So what you need to do is literally focus on yourself, focus on your healing, and okay, so they're also saying get out of your mind. Get out of that mindset that you have to get a certain relationship by a certain time. Because see, like the swords is the mind, and this flower is like it's kind of like hurting, and they're saying like you're hurting yourself. The only way that you're able to heal yourself is to let yourself be healed. So you're the only person that's hurting you, you know, because also swords represents the mind, and your mind is what's stuck, and you know you're the only person that can get out of that kind of that cycle, I guess. So the way to bring love into your life, if you pick number 3, is to literally focus, like look at your patterns and look at your mindset. You know, it's not about the other person; it's about you. Which I don't know if that's comforting to hear, but yeah, heal your trauma, I guess. So that was the pick a card 1, 2, 3, and please be aware that this is for entertainment purposes only, and don't take anything if you don't resonate with anything that I said, please don't take it. It only helps if you like find it helpful, you know. And if you don't find it helpful, then you don't have to listen to anything I'm saying. But let's do like a collective reading. What is okay, so what's this week gonna bring for us? The Valentine's week. I mean, generally, on a general level, we have the sun, so it's very like warm, very kind of, I guess, like it's about the other person, because the sun is warmth, you know, the sun shines towards the earth, or like it's like the center of the universe, our universe, and it kind of gives warmth to all the planets, right? So the general kind of energy of this week is literally like warmth, love, and they're also talking about a lot of the planets right now are in Pisces, and Pisces is about the collective, about everybody else. You know, it's not about them, it's about the others, like the collective, and it's not even about a specific person, you know. Whereas like if you think about the sign of Libra, the Libra is about serving the other person, whereas Pisces is more like sacrificing oneself for the good of all. Like, so yeah, so they're telling me to talk about that as well. It's kind of like this week is kind of a very giving, very warm, very okay, so they're also talking about confusion. There may be some form of confusion. Okay, so there might be some form of confusion, which, I mean, it's going to be temporary, and it's going to be like a time where something is going to be revealed. Like, what, you know, the things that have been very confusing. Maybe we've been having because, you know, Pisces is about everybody else and sacrificing oneself. We don't necessarily know like what exactly we want, because we're always thinking about everybody else. And Pisces is the one sign that can relate to all signs, you know. It's like the final sign. And it's like the final judgment, you know, the judgment card. So it's kind of like yeah, so it's what are my guides talking about? It's like the final judgment, and it's like what is it that we need to kind of bring into the light, you know, what's been confusing us so far in the recent past. What's been confusing us is coming to the light, and yeah, it's just like the time of confusion coming to an end. So what else can our guides, angels, ascended masters tell us? Let's see, like, what do we need to be careful of this week? Oh yeah, this is like a really or basically, like, you know how it's really interesting that they keep coming back to the idea of Pisces, because Pisces is one who tends to be kind of self-sabotaging. Like, they tend to self-sabotage a lot. Is that the word? Self-sabotage. It's like we're the ones creating our sadness, and what we need to be careful of is to not forget the good parts, the good things in our lives. There's always that one thing that's really good for us, and that one thing that brings us happiness, and don't forget that. Don't forget to recognize that, to not to focus too much on our disappointments or our emotional losses. There's always that cup, the Five of Cups is like, we forget these two cups are still standing. We're focusing on the three cups that are over here. And like, this person's like, oh, please help me, and it's okay to ask for help, just as long as we recognize that nothing is temporary. Like, our pain is not forever, and to be grateful for what we have, so that's what we need to be careful of this week. And yeah, how exciting. But by the way, I'm so sorry about the noise. There's construction going on. Hi CJ, nice to see you. There's construction going on right now, which I don't know what to do about that, but I'm so sorry if that bothers you. And I hope that the pick a card and the readings have been helpful. I was going to ask if there was construction or an animal snoring, lol. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do about it. It's like probably right outside my room. So I don't know. I'm so sorry if it bothers you. But yeah, how are you? It's so nice to see no worries. It's so nice to see, like, people's names and, like, that I recognize, because I just feel really grateful that you're willing to come back time and time again, But yeah, what are your Valentine's Day plans? I don't have any. So if you were here from the beginning, I mentioned, like, how what I feel, how I feel about Valentine's Day. This is just my opinion, but it's kind of like, nothing. Hubby works. Oh yeah. See, like, it's a normal day. Like, why do we have to make it a big deal? That's my opinion. I mean, it's a way to make money for sure, but that's about it. It's a way for companies to make money, but it's not. It does, like, why does it have to be that specific day? Why does it have to be February 14th? It could be like every day. It could be the day of love, It's all up to us. Anyway, yeah. What does your husband do, by the way? If it's not too personal, you don't have to answer. Here in America, they say it's to make money, lol. Yeah, same thoughts. Okay, everyone thinks the same thing. I'm glad I'm not the only one, because I'm not doing anything. And I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm not, like, rebelling or anything like that. I just don't really I just don't have any plans, and I'm not married, or I don't have a partner, so yeah. Machine a mecha machinist. Interesting. What does that mean? That you, is it somebody who makes machines? Wow, that must be really a hard job to do. That must be very, I don't know. You'll have to tell me. I have no idea what a machinist is. But yeah, I'm so grateful that I'm able to do this. I was like thinking about the days when I used to have a 9 to 5, and he just makes parts for bigger machines. Oh, I see. But still, it sounds amazing that he's able to do that. I was like thinking about. Oh, I actually think about this quite a lot, but I was thinking about when I used to do a 9 to 5, which it was more like 7 to 8. It was like 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. because Japan, what Japan's like. And I was thinking about like how grateful I am that I'm no longer doing that, and I'm still able to like live and do these lives. Yeah, I was just thinking about like how grateful I am. So thank you for turning up to these lives, because otherwise I'd just be talking to myself every week, which that's okay, but it's more fun with somebody somebody joining. But yeah, I think even though it's not, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, I'm really grateful that I guess I could use it as a day to be grateful, like find gratitude, We could always find gratitude regardless of what day it is, but I don't know. That's what my life is like right now. But yeah. But everyone in the US thinks the same thing. That's really interesting. Maybe I belong in the US. In Japan, people still like sell chocolates and give out chocolates and stuff on Valentine's Day. Well, usually, I don't know because I haven't even left. Well, I only left my house for 5 minutes to get some food, but apart from that, I haven't ever even left my house, so I have no idea. But yeah, but that's how it is. Yeah. So, what are your for the week? For this coming week, it's Monday night for you, right? I'm guessing. While we wait for others, would you like to ask a question? I have many tarots out. Oh, I have my tarot out, sorry. I can draw 2 cards for you and 1 oracle. I don't know how to read tarot. We'll just give what the card is and you can interpret it. Okay. I was reading your question and my guides were saying no. Like you have to give me the reading. You can't let me interpret it. One, because they're saying I'm gonna be biased. Is that the word? Because it's my reading. I'm not gonna want to interpret it in certain ways. But also they're saying you have the ability to do it. Have more confidence in yourself, CJ. You can do it. And also like just see it as a practice, because that's how I see it when I do readings. Like I know that I always say like this is for entertainment purposes only or whatever. And okay, my guys are saying I'm talking way too much. Okay, so they're just saying you can have confidence. It's okay, and I'm really grateful for you to interpret it the way you feel. Well, I'm just gonna give I'm gonna ask for a general reading, like what do I need to know in terms of my career? Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that. What do I need to know in terms of my career? No, I don't know anything about these cards. Just just bought them. Just tell me what you feel when you look at the card. That's it. That's it. Like, you don't even have to be able to read the cards. Like, for example, like, what? Okay, okay, so they're giving me Empress. If you get the Empress card, the like traditional meaning is about being receptive, being creative, being a mother figure. But if you don't feel that when you look at the Empress card, you can tell me what you feel. That's what they're saying. So yeah, so my question is like, what do I need to know about my career right now? It's okay. Like, I'm never gonna judge you. I'm not gonna judge anybody for giving me a reading. If anything, I'm just grateful. Please don't worry. Like, have confidence. It's okay. I'm so excited to get my own reading. And please don't worry. Like, if you're like, it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. This is just for fun, you know. I'm not gonna be like, why didn't you say that? It didn't come true or anything like that. I would never say that because I wouldn't want to be in that position. I wouldn't want to be in that position, you know? That's not nice. So you can just tell me what you feel. What do you feel about my career path? I'm very excited. And if like no one turns up, I'm still so grateful to have gotten what I've gotten. I bought strange angel cards. They don't give the information. This is the deck. Angel Tarot by... Okay, so you can just tell me what you feel about my career. Like, when you look at the card, it doesn't have to be what's going to happen or like what do you see in my future or anything like that. You can just tell me what you feel about in regards to my career. Like, what do you feel? What do you feel when you look at the card? Do you feel good? Do you feel bad? Does it make you feel... You can just tell, like, it could be, it's anything. That's how you do readings. It's like you have to be very like open to anything that you feel, everything, because even if it doesn't even if it doesn't make sense. For example, if you get a card that says go to sleep, I don't know if you have that card, but if you get a card that says go to sleep and I'm asking for my career path, like, what do you feel when you see that card? You know, you have to be really open to it, and it's okay. Like, whatever you get, you know, if you feel like I should go to sleep, you could just tell me that, or like whatever, you know. Don't worry about it, please. Like, I'm really happy. I'm just happy to get a reading, or like to be I don't know. You could just use me as an experiment for readings. It's okay. Like, I'm seriously okay with whatever you tell me. And then I could give you a reading if you want. Once you've given me a reading, I'll give you a reading. CJ, you've just given me an idea. Wait, I'm gonna put this idea down. This is thanks to you, and I'm gonna talk about this idea once you've given me the reading. Okay, the idea is... Okay, the card I pulled was Four of Cups. It is saying God is deflecting evil. However, I see your career going well. It's all lifting up towards the sky. Thank you for that. That's really cool. Yeah, that's so interesting. I said hair because in Japanese hair is like wow, like I see, like interesting, like that kind of. Anyway, um, so you see my career going well. Thank you. That's so nice. You could have told me anything. I would have been happy with anything, but thank you so much for giving me that reading. It's nice to know that my career is going well. Thank you. I'm not gonna say any more in terms of your reading because that's the reading that I got, and I'm very grateful for it. If you have a question, CJ, please let me know and I'll give you a reading. But also the idea that you've given me right now is to like, I was thinking like maybe I should do like a oh, it's a working title, but it's like let's practice reading each other kind of live stream. Whereas like you know how I'm always like giving readings, but then the people who come to these lives might be people who also want to practice reading people. So then like I thought, why not practice with each other kind of thing. Yeah, why not? You know, if people are for it, might as well. But CJ, do you have a question? I'm happy to give you a reading, personal reading, if you have a question. If not, maybe I'll just leave and come back next week. But I'll give you like a minute or so in case you want a reading. But yeah, ask my guides what they think about doing practice live, like a live stream where we give each other readings. What kind of advice can my guides give me? What do I need to know? What can you give me? Go for it. That was it. Like, go for it. King of Wands, go for it. Okay, I will. I will. Maybe next week. Should I do it next week? For the feeling I'm getting is like, if I do it next week, maybe not many people will show up, but I think I should carry on. Yeah, King of Cups. Yeah, I should just carry on, even if I don't. Hi, Light in the World. Oh, nice to see you. It's been a while. I hope you're well. Sounds good. I just need more. Yes. They're saying yes. My guides are saying yes. CJ, that's literally the only thing stopping you from giving readings is like the confidence. And I'm glad that you know that, because if you didn't know that, then I'd be really sad about it. Because yeah, like that like if you have confidence, you're already halfway there. Long time no see. How are you? I'm good, Light in the World. I was talking to CJ, and actually, it was her idea that she gave me the idea. Let's just be honest. That I was thinking about like doing like giving each other readings as a form of practicing each other with each other, because I realized that people who come to my live streams, they are like, obviously we're always attracting very similar people to us, and me being somebody who gives readings, there are people here who are wanting to practice giving readings. So I was thinking like doing that in these live streams if people were up for it. And I just pulled a card and I got King of Wands. So I was like, oh, okay, then maybe I should. So that's what I've got. That's what I've got an idea for you. Long time no see. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. Would love to, but never read tarot. I'm into tarot, but never tried doing readings myself. Well, everybody's got to start somewhere, and it's up to you. By the way, I'm not forcing anybody. Like, if you come to these lives, and if I'm like, oh, let's give each other readings, and if like somebody's not up for it, it doesn't mean that you have to. That doesn't like mean that you have to give readings. You could be the person receiving the readings, you know. And there's always like somebody, if there's somebody who wants to give a reading, there's always somebody who wants to receive a reading. So it's a give and take. I know, lol. Yeah. But I'm really grateful for your reading, CJ, and thank you so much, Light in the World, for coming back. I was just saying like how grateful I am that people keep coming back to these lives, because it makes it worth my doing them. So, but yeah, if you want a reading, Light in the World, I'm happy to give you a reading. I don't know. CJ, sorry, did you say you had a question or you don't need a reading? It's up to you. If you want a reading, because you gave me one, I'm very happy, or like regardless of if you gave me a reading, I'm happy to give anybody a reading who's got a question. Otherwise, I'll be going soon. But yeah, thank you so much to both of you for coming to my live streams. You know how like grateful I am. I'm so grateful that you're here and that you're enjoying these lives, because I enjoy doing them. And what's wrong with the light? Sorry about the lighting. Anything for this week from my guides? Okay. Something. Okay, so they're saying let's keep it positive. So something amazing happening to you this week, CJ. Something great to look forward to. Seven of Cups. Okay, Seven of Cups is about choices. It's about decisions. Okay, so they're saying to me that when you're in a position where, okay, they're talking about this week, so you're asking about this week. So like when you're in a position where you have to make a choice of something, see it, instead of it being like a difficult thing, or like, you know, something that's like making you confused or making you like feel stressed out. See it as a fun thing. See it as like, I get to choose. I get to have all these choices to choose from. Like, see it as an exciting thing. You know, like you're in a position where you're able to choose between multiple things. So they're saying when you come to this week, whenever you're in a position where you have to make a choice, see it as like, I get to make a choice, not I have to make a choice. So yeah, that's the good thing like happening to you this week, coming to you this week, CJ. I hope that helps. Can I get a reading on my psychic ability? I want to know if they will be more powerful. You're welcome. They will be more powerful in the near future. Darling, you are a good vibe and we love you. Thank you so much, Life in the World. That's so kind of you to say that to me. Obviously I want to only give out good vibes. So I'm so grateful that you think that. Okay, so psychic. Okay, Light in the World, psychic ability. I want to know if they will be more powerful in the near future. The initial thing that I got, I kept saying the initial thing that I got was like, what are you talking about near future? You already have your psychic ability. That's what I heard. Like as I was reading the question, I heard that. I heard that. You know, like I heard like, what are you talking about? Which like your guides, I don't know if it's my guides or your guides, but like whoever it is that's telling me, that's really funny. Because like, what are you talking about? What do you mean near future? You already have your psychic ability. But can I get a reading on my psychic ability? I want to know if they will get more powerful. Okay. So the first thing they're saying is focus on it. Focus on your psychic ability. That's all you need to do, is to initiate your focus on it. For example, like, okay, so they're saying like, do you want to focus on your clairvoyance, clairsentience, cognizance, like there's a lot of psychic abilities, but like literally just focus, like once you focus on it, because you already have it, it's within you already. Yeah, they're saying like it's within you, it's not outside of you. So with anything, because they're saying like with anything, when you focus on anything, it grows. So even okay, so I don't think this is for Light in the World. I think this is a general thing for like people watching, or like people watching the replay. Maybe they're saying like anything, like literally anything, not just psychic ability, but um money, job, happiness, sadness. With anything, when you focus on it, it grows. So focus on what you want, and then it will grow. I don't know if that's to do with you, Light in the World, but I don't know, that was just channeled. What do I do to make it more powerful? What do I do? Yeah, basically just do it. They're saying just do it. They're both wand cards, and this is initiation, right? This is initiate. So focus. But then it's like just do it, just use it. Like if you want to focus, because they're saying clairvoyance, if you want to focus on your clairvoyance, literally just like close your eyes, meditate, and like imagine what it is, to what it's like to have that clairvoyance, okay, so they're saying, okay, so this is really interesting, because this is the practice that I do, or like I try to do. They're saying don't lie because I'm lazy. I was gonna say I do it, and then they were like, don't lie, you lazy, you have to do it, but we keep telling you to do it, but you don't do it. But it's like you close your eyes and you imagine like a flame, like a candle in a flame, and you literally just focus on it, just focus on it, focus on it, and then you're like your clairvoyance just grows. I know my guides are really good. I think they're very similar to me, because they're very direct and like a little bit rude, but like that's just like it's just like me. So yeah, my guides are like so funny, but they're just saying like use it. Also, like, okay, so they're also saying like if you see like shadows or light, like bits of light, don't dismiss it. Kind of like, oh, like recognize it. You don't have to do anything about it, but it's like, oh, I see that, like, and then just be like, I recognize it, like, um that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. Yeah, and the fact that, because I keep wanting to talk about clairvoyance, so I feel like that's your strongest Claire your ability. So yeah, it's just like use it because you already have it. It's not something that you have to get from outside of you. Yeah, I feel like you already see stuff. Yeah, because Two of Cups, you already have the ability, you already know you have it. Okay, I will meditate even though I hate it. I know, oh my god, we're the same. I know, I get it, because me too, I hate meditating. I get so bored, it's like, why do I have to do this? Oh my gosh, I'm exactly the same. Oh gosh, everyone is like, they love it. I know. I know. Everyone's like, oh, it's so relaxing, it's so refreshing. It's like, oh no, but I don't get what they mean. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It's so boring. Oh, I know, and I'm the same, and that's why I could never meditate lying down, because I would sleep. I thought I was the only one. Oh, we're all the same. Oh my god. Maybe like literally, or not maybe. I know for a fact that we manifested each other. I know. I know, it's so nice. It's so nice to know that I'm not the only one, and that there's three of us exactly in the same position in regards to meditation. Wow, I feel like our guides brought us together. And do you know what's interesting though? It's like we hate meditation, and yet we're in this kind of psychic, like giving readings to each other kind of atmosphere. Is that the word? So yeah, we're destined. We were destined to like be here together. But I keep hearing meditation in my readings, so I think we must do it. Yeah, I know, I know. We have to meditate, man. Ugh. But it's so nice to know that everyone's the same. Gosh, thank you so much for asking for that reading, Light in the World, because you literally brought a truth out that we all have in common. Once I can control my ability, I will give you guys readings. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Yeah. Although I feel like you can already give readings to Light in the World. Okay, so it's a mental thing. It's like you just have to get out of your logical mind, because that's, the psychic ability is the opposite of being logical. So yeah, it's like once you get out of your logical mind, then you can do it. So how great is that? Oh, let's do a reading on, I will practice meditation first. Yeah. And I think that will help you to get out of your logical mind, because you're a very logical person, which I'm very jealous. Well, not jealous, but just like, that's so cool that you can think logically. But I want to do a reading on like what all of us have in common. Yeah, you're very logical. What the three of us have in common. Okay, so they're saying keep it positive. So something good that we have in common, a strength. Okay, a strength that all three of us have in common. Oh, yeah, we're all very like, we all have this like very positive, warm energy, which that's nice. And also they're saying, the sun is about giving love to others. So we all have the ability to give love and warmth to everybody. So that's kind of cool. That's what we have in common. Once a reader told me, I think with my heart. She was wrong. I'm balanced. Yeah. Cause I always want to like tell people like, don't take readings. Oh no, you have to take readings with a pinch of salt. Like even the most amazing psychic could get something wrong, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they're wrong. It's just like maybe their interpretation was incorrect, or like because okay, so my guys are saying ultimately we all have the ability to create our own reality. So like nobody, like anything that I say or anybody says, you don't have to take it, you don't have to believe it. You can go in a different direction. Like a psychic told me that I'd have a baby by the time I was 28, and I'm 29, and I'm not in a relationship, and I'm not pregnant. So maybe in the reality that psychic, the one that like she channeled or whatever, maybe I was pregnant when I was 28. But in the reality that I live right now, I'm not pregnant, and I'm not even close to getting pregnant. So I don't know. We always have the choice. We even if we can't change the past, we can always change. Like we're always in control of our present and our future at all times. So true. But sometimes when I'm down, I take readings too seriously. Lol. I know, because the thing is, we want like validation, right? And we want to know what direction to go into. But yeah, that's the beauty of like living in this world, this reality of like being on planet Earth, is like we always have free will, and we can always create our own reality. But at the same time, when we're feeling down, we want to have direction, right? We want to have clarification and like specific things. Girl, many psychics told me I would be married about 7 years ago. Most of them told me I would definitely be married, and 7, 8 years later, I'm single and happy about it. Lol. I feel like I changed my direction. Yeah, exactly. We always have the choice. Nothing is set in stone, you know? You don't have to do something just because the psychic said. Maybe that's shy. It never happened. Maybe that's shy. It never happened. Oh, that's why it never happened. I feel like I changed my direction. Yeah. You don't have to do something because someone said, you know. Yeah, it's like we have a choice at all times. And also like it's about like there are multiple realities and like dimensions. So maybe there was a reality where you did get married when you were 7 or 8 years ago, or 7, 8 years later from when you got the reading. But that's not the reality that you chose. And how great is that you get to change your reality at any given moment, you know? Yeah. Like this is kind of deep topic, and please feel free to like click out if you don't like hearing this. But I was raped when I was 18. Yeah, 18, and I would have had a baby when I was 19. And if I had that baby, that child would be 11 years old. No, 10 years old this year. And I can't imagine that reality right now. You know? Oh, it's okay. Oh my god, I'm so sorry to scare you. I'm totally fine. Oh my god, the silly rabbit. Hi! I can't believe you're here. So sorry it happened. It's okay. I'm totally over it. I worked through the trauma, and I'm totally happy with where I am now. But like I'm just thinking about like I just can't imagine that reality, you know? And I'm so glad I didn't fall into that trap of having that baby, because I lost the baby, unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, but in a way I feel very lucky that I didn't, because I would have, well, I don't know because it didn't, that's not the reality I chose or that I have now. I don't know, maybe I mean, this is just my guess, but maybe I'd be like seeing my ex, or like seeing the person who did that to me whenever I looked at that child. And because I didn't carry the child to full term, well, I couldn't. So it never happened. So it's just like amazing. I'm just tuning in. Thank you. It's nice to see you. Good to know your life is better now. Yeah. My life is amazing. And you know something that I gained from that experience is like now I know what it's like to be in that position. I mean it's horrible, but like because I went through it myself, I can always empathize with people who've been in a similar situation. I would have never known what it's like unless I went through it. I mean, you can kind of guess, but like when you've gone through it yourself, it's way, way, way bigger of an impact. Yeah. I hope he was jailed. I don't know. I didn't do anything about it because I was way too scared, and I was 18. I was like basically a baby, so I didn't know what to do. But But yeah, I'm definitely okay. No one deserves that. I know no one deserves that. And I knew that before I went through that experience, but like now that I've actually been through it, or I had been through it, it's a long time ago. um I definitely know that now. Yeah. But just as the silly rabbit tuned in, I was talking about such a deep topic. It's not your fault, love. Thank you. I know. It's not well, I was gonna say it's not anybody's fault. But yeah, Eureka, you are beautiful and strong. Thank you so much, Silly Rabbit. It's so nice to see you. I can't believe you're here. Like, I know I always see you in the you are very strong. Thank you, Light in the World. I always see you Silly Rabbit. I always see you in Lauren's lives, and I'm not used to seeing you here. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm happy to give you a reading as well, if you would like. But I'm gonna cap it at 1 hour because otherwise I'm gonna be here forever because I never want to leave. What do you mean? I like you. Thank you. But I'm gonna give you a reading if you want to. Def up for that. Yeah, up for it. If you have a question, please let me know and I'll give you a reading. Yeah. Gosh, I don't know what I was talking about before I talked about my experience, my thing. Thank you so much for the reading. You're welcome, Light in the World. I've already forgotten what I said, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know how, like, it's so interesting how, like, when I give readings, I don't even know what I'm saying, and then 5 minutes later, I've already forgotten what I said. Maybe that's just like I guess a way that my guides are protecting me. Wish you the best and send you my love. Thank you so much. Okay, if you remember, that's good. That's the point. If we'd both forgotten, it's just like, what did I even do? I don't know. Let me think. I will leave it up to my guides to give me an important message. Okay. Any good stuff coming up? We were talking about different realities. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. Thank you for reminding me, Light in the World. What Silly Rabbit's guides want to... Good night, Light in the World. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining. I'm really grateful that you joined. I hope, hopefully I'll see you soon, next week or whenever you're available. Have a great week. Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much. Okay, so I will leave it up to my guides. Good night, everyone. Good night, Light in the World. Any stuff coming up for me? Any stuff coming up for Silly Rabbit? Okay, so they're saying cut it like this. Okay, shuffle it like this. Any good stuff coming to Silly Rabbit? Okay. Ooh. Okay, so all these cards were upside down, so I'm sorry. Okay, so 3 of Pentacles. Okay, there's gonna be people approaching you, or maybe a person, but I feel like multiple people approaching you to help you. Okay, so they're saying build something. It doesn't necessarily, okay, so they're saying it's not necessarily something physical. Why are they telling me this? Okay, then they're not necessarily talking about anything. It could be something non-physical. But it could also be physical. But they're saying like there's gonna be people who's gonna be like helping you to do something. Okay, so they're saying build something. So if you're thinking about doing a new project or starting something new, or like you've already started but you want somebody's help, the help is coming your way. And then I only asked for like 2 cards, but or 1 card, sorry, but these 2 cards literally just wanted to jump out. And eight of swords is about kind of self-inflicted mental, why are they saying mental clarity? They're saying like it's like you need mental clarity, but it's like coming from you, like it's self-inflicted. um it's kind of like you're making yourself, you're kind of overthinking and making yourself more confused. So I think that's why you like, the good news is like people are coming to help you. And then also this card came up. So what's interesting is like people, okay, so they're saying that you tend to be somebody who kind of you wear your heart on your sleeve. So sometimes when people approach you and they look weak or they seem weak, um you tend to kind of open up too much. And I'm guessing like I don't know why I feel like this. Maybe you mentioned it in another live, but I feel like your profession, your job is to help others, right? Is that what it is? And maybe like you tend to be a little bit overly like, I want to say protective, but that's not the word. It's like you yeah, you're basically you're very protective about people, and especially like damaged people. So they're saying keep a balance between like your mind and your heart, you know? And yes, I'm a therapist. Okay, so that makes sense. Like when people come to approach you to help you, see that just as that, like not as anything else. It's not a sign for you to um be overly open or overly like empathetic. They're saying don't be overly empathetic towards people, you know? Yes, balance. Yeah, keep a balance. And because the thing is that they're saying like this is a very like I have that's like our common trait, is like I have a similar trait to you where like I tend to overly empathize with people, but you can't do that, especially like, I mean, you must know as a therapist that you can't be overly empathetic, you know? And but then again, like how can you be a therapist if you're like a sociopath or whatever? So we always need that balance, and I think that's what this eight of swords is also about. It's like you kind of becoming way too invested in people, and then you're trapped. You trap yourself, you know, in other people's stuff. So whenever people approach you, see it as a good thing, but at the same time, don't be too nice. You're a very nice person. Exactly. Yes, boundaries are super important. I feel like that's something that we are both learning in this lifetime. That's what like we have in common. Maybe that's why you came into my life and I came into your life, because we have that in common. Yeah, boundaries are so important. I know. Can I do a reading on like how you can create good boundaries? What you can do? Because you know that helps everybody out. Or maybe I just not just you, but for everybody. Definitely just learning it. I know. We're all here to learn boundaries. I agree. I felt our connection. Yeah. That'd be great. Okay, how can the silly rabbit create good boundaries? Okay. Well, the fool is about being carefree, uh like like a child, you know, a child who's like learning a new, like starting a new life, starting life together, like starting life. And it's also about carefree, being this is about freedom, not caring about other people's stuff. So how can you do it? Is literally to reset yourself, because I see a zero. The Fool is the card of zero, right? There's a zero, number zero, and it's about interesting. Yeah, it's about like resetting. You have to reset every time. Well, not it doesn't have to be every time you interact with another human being, but like at least once a day, like reset. You know, and you could do it through like, because they're telling me like even like showering, like, and imagine like a light from up here like just literally washing all the stuff that you've picked up from other people. Like, this is a reset. Zero is a reset, so you have to consciously make the effort to do the reset, you know. And I think that's a very, I feel like this is a reading also for me to reset. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, reset. And actually, because I feel like that's the majority of your, for want of a better word, your problems. It's like you on your own, you are literally like an angel, and you're basically a pure soul. But then because you pick up so much of other people's stuff, that's what makes you tired more than anything else. That's so interesting to have gotten the Fool. Yeah, because the Fool is the new, like a new beginning, or like innocence also, you know. Innocence, new beginnings, fresh starts. So what you can do is literally, also they're saying like don't care so much, which is easier said than done. But yeah, like don't care so much. Facts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I find it interesting that you got the Fool as well. Yeah, so interesting. So I've been here for like just over an hour, so I'm thinking about maybe bringing this to an end. But if you are free next week at this time, I'd be happy to do this again. Honestly, I felt like I was overthinking in the process of figuring out the messages from my guides. I'm the same way. Literally, I can't give myself a reading because, you know, but the message you gave was very clear. Thank you for that. Thank you for saying that to me. I'm very grateful. I'm very glad that it was clear to you. Thank you so much. Thank you too. Thank you too, Silly Rabbit. Kiara, my pendulum says that you absolutely need to keep using your ability to help others. I asked twice and it was crazy swinging to yes. Keep what you are doing. See you next week. Thank you, CJ. Thank you for giving me a reading. I'm so grateful. I always love it when people give me readings. And yeah, thank you so much, CJ. Have a good night or have a good week. But yeah, Silly Rabbit, I know exactly what you mean. Like, oh, thank you so much for telling me that. It's clear. Yeah, I can't give myself readings either. I've been trying to give myself readings all morning, and I couldn't. I kept getting a yes and a no and then a maybe and then this and then that, and I was just like, oh. It just shows like how interesting it is that we can, like, with other people it's much easier to get readings because we're able to be more like objective, whereas we can't be as objective with our own stuff. Yeah, I know. So funny, right? But thank you so much for joining this live. Same, I get confused. I know. I'm exactly the same. And then also, like, if I get a card that I don't like, or if I think that I got an answer that I don't like, I just put the card back into the pile and I shuffle it again and like wait for the card that I like to come out. And then I just use that as the answer. It's just like, I know exactly what you mean. It only works better when you are completely cleansed and with carefree energy, by the way. Yeah. So maybe that's why we got the Fool. But yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I've tried lol. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm so glad I'm not the only one. Thank you so much for joining my live, and hopefully I'll see all of you guys next week. Have a good week and have a blessed day or evening. I can't tell you how many times I've got the devil and 7 of swords. I know, me too. I was like, no. I know. I know. I'm exactly the same. I get the 7 of swords and the devil card a lot. Probably because I pull a card. Oh, I give myself readings every day, and I'm pretty sure I get the devil card every day. I give myself multiple readings with the same question, and then I'm like hoping for a different card, but then I always get the devil card and the 7 of swords, so I know exactly what you mean. Have a great day. Thank you too. Thank you for coming. I'll see you soon. Bye.